Good morning! It's Booktube-A-Thon day 1 and I got up not as early as I wanted to this morning, but I started reading Obsidio and I'm like 30 pages in, not too far, but I'm gonna go get some breakfast and then try and read some more. We'll see how today goes. I have class this afternoon and I'm probably gonna go get some lunch with friends, but other than that, I can just read. Okay, so it might be a little loud right here because there's a fountain that's like right over there, but I'm still currently reading Obsidio. I'm 95 pages in and it's like 600 pages, so slow progress. It's the third book in a series, so I don't know how much I can say without really spoiling it, but so far I'm enjoying it. I'll be honest, I read the sequel in the series, Gemina, like over a year ago, so in the beginning I was having a hard time kind of remembering all the details. I actually watched some book talks about the previous 2 books yesterday to try and like get my head back into this world, but I'm liking it so far. It's kind of a slow start getting used to this format again, but otherwise I'm really enjoying it. I've met some like new characters and we've reconnected with some old characters, and we've set up kind of the journey that's going to take place in this book. So we will see how much I get through today. I'd love to be mostly done with this book today and keep on track so that I can finish all 7 of my books this week. I don't think that will happen though, so I'll get back to reading and I'll update you in a little bit, or I might need to refilm this someplace a little bit quieter where there's not the sound of pouring water. Okay, so I'm back with another update. I've moved inside because even though it's July, it's freezing outside. At least to me, it's in the 60s. So I came inside to cuddle up under a blanket. And I tossed on a sweatshirt on top of my sweatshirt, so you know, really cozied up here. I've now gotten about 200 pages into Obsidio. It's picking up its pace. I'm definitely reading it a lot faster now, so you know, I have hopes for flying through the rest of the story, but nothing like major has happened. We've introduced some new conflicts. This isn't a spoiler, but I feel like in every book the like big, like not like scary force of like, oh, the evil people coming, but like the big obstacle is always like oxygen on these ships, and so we've just like figured out how much oxygen time we have left, and you know, oh no, are we gonna make it? So honestly, this book isn't anything like these movies, but it's the only thing I can think of. I keep imagining this as like a Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, Xenon, the sequel, Xenon Z3 kind of situation. If you're old enough to remember those classic Disney Channel original movies, shout out. So yeah, I just keep imagining like Xenon car like strutting around her space day, and it's bringing a different level to these stories. This is definitely darker than Xenon, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I'm currently doing laundry, so I'll need to fold my clothes soon when they get out of the dryer, and I'll probably listen to an audiobook for that, just so I can keep reading. And my audiobook for this week is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. So hopefully when I start working on that, I enjoy it. I've read one Neil Gaiman book, and I just read it like a couple weeks ago. I read The Ocean at the End of the Lane, and I really liked it. So I'm excited to read more by him. Everyone seems to love him. So yep, that's currently my plans for the rest of this morning, honestly. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna go to lunch, and my class isn't until 2. So that's what I have going on. I will have to study for a quiz at some point, but I can do that for a few minutes after lunch and then get back to reading. Okay, I'll update you in a little while and we'll see where I am. Okay, so basically disregard all the plans I made in the last clip, because the second I finished filming that, I got a text from my friend saying, come hang out now. And my friends are only in town for like basically today, so I went to hang out with them, and we just finished lunch. So I left my laundry in the dryer. Hopefully it's all dry now. I'm gonna go check on it. I'm gonna fold some clothes. So I'm gonna start listening to Neverwhere, and I'm still only at the 200 pages of Obsidio. I didn't get to read any more of it, so I will update you after I finally have read something today, but that's my new plan. And it's about 12:30, so I only have an hour and a half until class, but I think I can get started into the audiobook and maybe a few more pages of Obsidio before class starts. Wow, that got close. Here we go. Okay, so it's time for me to head off to class, so I'm just gonna pack up my bag and tell you a little bit about what I've read so far. I got about an hour into Neverwhere on the audiobook. That's the book I'm reading for the challenge. Read a book about something you want to do. And I'm loosely using it as I want to go back to London and explore the city. And what else? Oh, and I read about 50 more pages of Obsidio. Same things are kind of happening, but now I'm about 250 pages in, so I will read more after class, and if it doesn't rain, I might go on a walk and listen to the audiobook some more, but the weather is not looking too great right now, so we will see, and I'll check back in with you later. p.m. and I figured I'd give you a little bit of an update on my reading. So I finished class around 3:30 and I've been reading since then, and I have another class at 6. So I won't get too much more reading done tonight, but what I did get done in the last hour or so was pretty dang good. I'm now at page 404. So I read, what was that, 150 pages. Progress, you know. I did have to take a little bit of a break. There were some really adorable dogs running around on this like field behind me. I'll insert a little clip of them. Gonna finish up reading for another like 30 minutes or so, and hopefully I can get some reading done later tonight after my class. But otherwise, this is my like big chunk of reading for the day, I think. Okay, so I am probably gonna end my night here. It's much later in the day. To recap on what I've read today, I got about an hour and 40 minutes into my audiobook. I listened to more of it before class. And then I'm about, let me check. Okay, so I'm about 429 pages into Obsidio, so not much further, and I don't really think I'm gonna read any more tonight. So hopefully I'll finish Obsidio tomorrow and start a new book, but I'm loving Obsidio right now. Everything has gone super intense. I'm like really invested. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And with the audiobook with Neverwhere, I'm just still like being introduced to the world and stuff, but the magical aspects have just been introduced, and those are exciting. So I'm gonna be listening to that throughout the week, but it's good so far. I like it. That's gonna be it for tonight. I will update you tomorrow with how my reading goes. Okay, bye.